here. I've got AJ joining me from the road team, and
Yep.
we've also got a special guest, Paul Haddad, the original Leon, is live with us on this stream. We're gonna play Resident Evil 2. This is the first time he's ever seen it. Thank you, Paul, for joining us. This is amazing.
This is a big pleasure and an honor to do this with you guys, with AJ, Jeff, and all the fans. You have been so amazing to me over the years. It is a pleasure beyond words.
God, this is so awesome. I'm really excited because you've never seen the final outcome of the game.
I never had a PlayStation game, and they sure didn't give me one when I did the. They barely paid me. They paid me. No, Capcom were lovely. They paid me, but they didn't give me a game, the console, and I couldn't afford it. I was a struggling actor, so over the years I just missed the boat. But I've seen it on YouTube, bits of it, and it's absolutely mind blowing.
So Daniel Isaacs wants me to ask, he says, AJ, ask Paul what about his relationship with voice actor Rod Wilson, who voiced Ben Marvin?
Wow, you know something? That's it must be psychic or something because Rod is a really good friend, and when in between acting, I have a few hobbies. I have video editing. I love doing it. I love filming dogs. Like I had a dog named Darby, God bless him. Well, he was my ex's dog, but I looked after him and made movies with him. And then my nieces and nephews, when they were little kids, they're twins, Thomas and Amy. And so I did a lot of video editing from that. I learned it. And then I started doing actors' demos for just like 10 or 12 actors, but they were all the top actors that I knew. They're friends. And I did one for Rod. I did his demo. And he is a great actor. You must go on his IMDb, Rod Wilson, and look at his credits and watch some of his shows. He's a macho, leading man. He's the real Leon. Like, I mean, that's what he is in real life. And he's got a great family. Anyway, Rod is, I hate him. I love him, but he always gets jobs that I go up for because he's the top. And we did a show called about firefighters for Nelvana, which is now Chorus Entertainment. And it was a really fun show. And he was one of the leads. And of course, I think he was on X-Men. He was a regular on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was an X-Men, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure, but Rod Wilson is the king of voice, and Gary Crawford, who's two characters in this show, in Resident Evil 2,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them, Gary Crawford and Rod Wilson, are the king of voice. And Tony Daniels, but he's not in this, I don't think.
So, Paul, this is your first time actually watching Resident Evil 2, correct?
I've seen the video clips. I say I couldn't afford the PlayStation back when, and then time passed, and then I was traveling in the States, and I remember going to a video game store, and I saw a copy of it, and I said, "Oh, can I buy it?" And he said, "No, it's on hold." I said, "Well, I'm the guy in the game, Leon." He started freaking out. This was in Boston somewhere, and he said, "Oh, can you sign this? Can you sign?" So I signed a whole bunch of stuff, but he didn't give me the game. So I never got the game, and so it's not for lack of interest. You know, and in the old days, they didn't just hand out, you know, like freebies and stuff. Now, like if you do stuff, they give you games or videos, or if you do cartoons, they give you the cells, which are like the little sketches. I have a few of those, and they're collector's items now.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen it until now, and I'm blown away. I mean, it's like it looks like a movie. It is a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, it's incredible.
That's crazy.
Could you ask Paul how many people actually recognize him as Leon or know who he is? Like, does anybody actually recognize you outside of the Resident Evil fan base that has come up to you?
Well, to be honest, zero on the street, okay? Like, because I mean, the only picture of me, I did an interview years ago, 20 years, just after the game came out, like in 99 or something. And the picture is like so old, like it was before digital cameras, my friends, and it was black and white, and I was a baby. And even that picture was older than I was at the time. It's like an old resume picture, and it's online. You can see it when an old black and white picture of me, 19 years old. Anyway, so that's the last reference people have, unless you go online and you YouTube me now. And the latest thing I did was Murdoch Mysteries, a really good mystery series. It's Canadian, but it's international. And Murdoch Mysteries, Snakes and Ladders. If you Google YouTube, Snakes and Ladders, Murdoch Mysteries, there's a scene with me and Yannick Bisson, the brilliant Yannick Bisson, who's the lead on that show. 10 years series now. It's like the biggest hit in Canada ever, and one of the biggest in the world.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
Anyway, I play a murder suspect. I get a lot of those roles, guys. Facebook, I have over 1,500 friends just from the game. And then I have 3,500 people that are people that I either friends with or people I've worked with.
Right.
But 1,500, I'm at my limit almost. I have room for a few more of you if you want to. And anyway, Facebook has been so incredible in uniting me with Jeff and with a wonderful guy named Joel Welsh and Invader Studios in Rome and Paul Freshwater in England.
Yeah.
Leeds. Anyway, like you guys you don't know what it's done for me, because actors have very fragile egos, and it hasn't made me full of myself, but it just made me so heartwarmed. Anyway, so no, on the street, no. I've been recognized from other things, like little TV things I've done, but not from voices, because we're so disconnected, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I could be like an old man with a hunchback and nobody would know I did Leon,
Yeah.
Okay, so here's something I gotta
I am.
ask her. I'm gonna get yelled at later.